大家好，我是阿凯，欢迎来观看 Bioshock Infinite 的游戏影片。这次是玩 DLC， 本章玩完之后，过不久又来个特价。先从海葬首部曲开始玩吧，然后二部曲也可以玩。好，先从这开始。中等。云端机站我玩过啊，就是类似自己赚分数、赚钱、拿装备跟提升伤害之类的东西，有点像小型 RPG。那个应该不会有人想看。
Closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
等一下，我调下声音，我怕你们那个声音我这边太小声，没差。
You got a name, miss?
Elizabeth.
原来他会抽烟的哦。
You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for him.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will.
真不可思议。这伊丽莎白竟然会抽烟。
Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
所以在海底重建好之后，我被淹死其实没有吗？
What I need from her is my business. I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful. What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Red means stop. Green means go.
Compromise? Is that why we can't? Come on. We haven't got all day.
这个有东西可以逛，手表钱。
Get on with it. Do you have any idea how valuable my time is?
空的。
Everyone wants to cut the tallest flower up there. Do something. He works for Ryan's security firm. I got it.
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables, and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
哇哦，这边的人都会异能哦，太可怕了。
I went through basic, decent sort, but the Italians, Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a.
啪啪的也是啪啪的。
Where have you been, DeWitt? Expect me to drink alone?
If there's anything I can do.
看有一些地方是比较
Wonderful to see you.
没有必要来逛的啊。
Amazing.
吃老虎饺子鸡。差一个。
Best quit while you're ahead.
Gone.
I don't have all the flaws of drawings.
见好就收是指说
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
见好就收是指说你再继续赢下去的话，会有人来打你吧？
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're
No
expected.
mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any.
看起来似乎有3个当地商店可能收到了邀请。好。
Brought you to Rapture.
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt.
It's temporary.
Temporary. Just like Gulag.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Good day to you, sir.
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center cabochon... Excuse me, sir?
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
Cohen sends those masks out in some kind of box.
of a grave robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you
somewhere else.
and me.
I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp!
Or I'll see to it they...
奇怪，他怎么没有看到？
Get your hands off me!
哎，啊，那个人呢？怪了。难道在外面吗？ 他把他干掉
Might
了
be。best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the artist's struggle, or Rapture Records straight ahead?
DLC 的伊丽莎白好凶哦！
Look around, please.
You see that dish I walked in with? Well, you give her the star treatment, pal. It'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Gotta find that box. Nothing.
Lovely.
Well, only one place left.
Music does something to me. Especially something in this game. It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before
Thought before logic, purely sensual.
The finest.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
东西永远都是在最后一刻才拿到。
Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's angel.
两边都吃钱。
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about
Where's he
art.
hiding that box?
Make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for it. Scared what
There
things
you are, you little son of a bitch.
Would you like me to?
Oh, would you? Oh, I would like so much to understand.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Cohen，
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
who is this fellow Cohen?
好
Some
白，
sort of underworld figure?
Worse, he's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
为什么声音要制造那么大？
Dance, move!
两条线，那是人偶吗？
Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music! To the spirit of the eternal!
他的声音好像分克、
No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! For God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas.
太可怜了
There's
吧！
no room in rapture anymore for the artist.
跳不上去。
Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
Need to ask a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her in exchange. All I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to
Listen,
go.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt,
What?
dance with me.
Come, come, dance.
最好是不要
I
被电。
shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Sucho.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Su Chong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him
So?
for 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
他应该又在虐待人了，和那个蛋。
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. Alright, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Wow, 一开始就拿手枪，这么棒。
Too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt.
这百货公司就像鬼城一样。那如果还要靠问人，直接用这一招不就好了？还长达4-5个小时。
Look up there.
Oh.
Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
这边的货购不一样吗？啊？不能二段跳啊！
Could be handy.
Skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Goddamn crowd. grabber stuck.
I want the frosted one. Get me frosted.
Mr. DeWitt, someone's coming.
Come back. I want the frosted.
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
You want to be as brilliant as you can possibly be? Visit
好吧，我觉得那个应该不该跳下去。
for your wallet.
Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison? He'll see me again if I say his name 4 times.
我开枪射到他了。
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look.
Kind of.
An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
Welcome to the circus of value.
这边能量翻译成ED耶。哦，冬季老伯。我还没有电流正极耶，雷霆正极。还真吵。这个也不能害。哦，墙上的不可以害。
Ugh, how do you stand that? It smells revolting.
哎，有皮夹。
Another burst pipe.
The store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications. More pressure, more burst pipes.
Feel your cravings at the circus of value.
Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Yeah, our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
Dangerous place. Any leak is a bad. Report any unexplained water process.
Mr. DeWitt, splicers.
How could you do this to me?
My best advice is never.
没有开锁工具。
I don't mean to be.
I'm not ready. Look up there.
看来这里的人是完全都不能相信的，一看到就开枪啊！先来撬锁。
Fancy putting those lock-picking skills to work?
Come on, give me something challenging.
快敲啊！奇怪，那门坏掉了。
Mr. DeWitt, here! That's all I have.
是僵尸吗？哦，使用瞄准具来射杀敌人，武器伤害增高5次。干，他们都把头砍下来啊！真是一堆疯子。这一把枪我喜欢
And some are near. I won't let it all unravel. I can't.
Don't settle for tiny little fruits and vegetables. We scientifically boosted our harvest, so a single banana can feed a family of 4. See what we do. It's not nice and hard, because bigger is better.
That crowd was right. Reticence? Weakness.
头上都戴一个箱子，应该是看不到的，不知道为什么这么做。还真痛。
Of my first play, the herald said, "A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night." The tribute
近战攻击距离变成3倍。哦，这样子哦。
called my first opera as having the effect of cancelling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place? An artist once said, all critics should be assassinated. I just might take him up on that.
Discount. We cut him a break.
What's happened to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosty, the jockeys will hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. Once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her atom, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
Ah, 这个要转到什么时候？ 海章的贩卖机好像比那个还要少，比本章还要少。到下一个目标点储存一下。 好险！
Welcome to the circus of no refund, no return.
哎，对了，可以买子弹。
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return.
It's freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink. Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
见。啊，这下糟糕了。
I say so. You got it. Anyone comes near that bottle without permission is a dead man.
好吧，击败这一位就可以先结束了。
What she says her mind changed. It's all hand signals. Clear looks.
There. It's trouble.
I know they're talking about me.
We have some.
Put away the old.
陈列柜。
Mr. DeWitt, the plasmid? Have you forgotten what we came for?
Need some help with this.
Oh, this won't take long at all. There you go.
Damn it, that son of a bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man Winter.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
I'm not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You don't expect a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
好吧。
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
就这样哦。手没有变化吗？好吧，那看来第一集先这样啊。那我之后会开始慢慢实况下一步吧。对啊，确保你有订阅哦。那么下一个影片再见啦，拜拜喽。